All right. Oh, we got Stacy joining. Cool. Morning, Stacy.
I mean, I can't figure out my camera, but I'm here.
Okay, good. All right, let's do those arm swings. Arm swings. All right, squats up on the toes. Just they can be shallow squats up on those toes. Good. Upper body. Swing it. Good. Knee up, tap. So two heavy weights for RDLs and squats, lighter weights for back lunge and press, and then Stacy, just don't go so low on everything. Um, but yeah, two lighter weights to do presses and curls, and then we'll do ankle weights at the end. All right, let's warm up those knees a little bit. You don't have to go super low. Let's get some back lunges. If your knees are good and you're feeling good, you can do more lunges, do deeper lunges. I don't know, Abby, if you want to do something besides lunges because of that knee, if you'd rather do, we could just even do standing presses. You don't have to do the lunges. Stacy, same thing. Or if you want to do step ups, you guys on your stairs, you could do step ups and presses instead of lunges. All right, so find a spot and let's get 12 push-ups. 12 push-ups. So get 12 push-ups and then take it into down dog and stretch your hamstrings and calves and shoulders. Once you're done with those push-ups, stretch. And then now you can go to your knees, or if you're doing them standing, the push-ups just kind of come up, stretch out a little bit. And then let's get another set of 12 push-ups. And then when you're done, back to down dog. And then go ahead and come on up. Good inhale, exhale. And then let's grab those weights. The 2 heavy weights, we'll go 3 rounds. So if you want to start a little lighter, that's cool. So we just got regular squats to start. And then we'll do the lunge and the press, or your step ups and press. All right. Good, rest. And then you'll have something, possibly lighter. And we're going to do back lunge and press. But Abby, Stacy, you guys got stairs right there. So if you want to just do your alternating step up and press so that's less on the knees, I know you both have stairs right there that you can do this. Good. All right, and we're going to go to Romanian deadlift. So hamstrings. So slight bend in those knees. Hinge. Stretch. All the way up. All right, rest. You can put your weights down. And then we're going to do bicep curls. So this is just a regular curl. If your weights are a little light, you could do hammer curl, or outer curl is hard. I think the hardest. So depending on what weight you're using, different curls. Good, rest. Okay, you got a little bit of time, rest, stretch, grab some water, figure out if you need different weight, and then we'll do it again. Okay, next set of squats, we're gonna go squat and then up on the toes for a calf raise. All right, grab those weights. And add the calves. All right, rest. All right, lunge, press, or step up and press. Good, rest. All righty, RDLs. All right, rest. We got bicep curls, however you want to do them. Core tight. Good, rest. All right, I'm gonna give us a little bit more rest time in between the last round. Just a few more seconds. Woo. All right, we ready? Okay, let's go squat up on the toes. All right, rest. All right, lunge or step and press. RDLs. Back nice and straight, hinge. Rest. Woo, we're going fast today. All right, we got curls. And then if your biceps ever get tired curling both at the same time, you can do one at a time. If it starts to get too heavy. All right, so while we're doing this, keep doing your bicep curls. After this, we're gonna do some leg lifts. We're gonna do some standing, and then we'll go to the floor. And then have those two weights, maybe the ones you're using right now for curls, because we're gonna do tricep kickbacks in between our leg lifts. Woo, okay. Rest, ankle weights on, and then make sure you got two because we're gonna do these. If you don't like doing these, you can grab one weight and do overheads if you'd rather do that than kickbacks. But get those ankle weights on. And remember some water. It's hard drinking water when it's so cold, so make sure you're drinking water. I'm sure there's water and coffee going right now, but make sure you're getting some water. And make sure you got those weights close by. And if you're already ready, let's go ahead and just do some standing, alternating right here. Yeah, wherever you want to put your hands. Try to fill in those glutes. All right, rest for a second. Now let's just do one leg. So back behind you. And if you want to hold on to something to make sure that you're really getting that booty. Good. Rest if you need to do any like stretching. Oh. Okay. So same thing, other side. Lift. Make sure that stabilizing legs a little bent so that you're just not locked out. Soft knees. Feel those glutes. Good. Rest. Okay. So yeah, any type of stretching that you might need to do on your back. And then we are going to grab those two weights for kickbacks or or you can do your one heavy for overheads, whatever works better for you. All right, let's go. Keep that core tight, nice and braced. Be in control of your weights. Good, go ahead and put them down. Okay, so this is funky. So you might need to hold on to something. So you're gonna lean. So you got a couple options. You can hold on to something or just stand balanced. So you're kind of angled down. And then keep that foot down or facing forward is fine. I just don't want it to go up with the toe. You should feel it. You're probably feeling it in the obliques a little bit, your back. Woo! Rest. Okay, same thing other side. You got a couple seconds. Good use of whatever you're holding, Abby. Nice. Okay. Whew. Rest. And then if your back is starting to get a little tired, you can totally go to these. All right. Triceps. Core tight. All right, go ahead and put those down. Okay, so if possible, we're gonna bring it here and extend. Depending on what size ankle weights you have, whew, this is harder than for others. So anytime if you need to bring it down and then bring it back up and then extend. Hold on to something or work your balance. And if this is hurting, do something else. You could do, a back if that hurts your knee. Rest. All right, if you need to stretch out that hip. Okay, other leg. Good. Okay, gotta stretch it. And then we got one more set of our triceps. Okay, grab your weights. You're starting to tighten up in those traps. We loosen them up. Put them in the put that in the triceps. Think about those triceps. Be in control of them. Pause for that second. Yep. Get them engaged. Awesome. Okay, go ahead and put those down. We don't need them anymore. If you need, grab some water. We're going to go to the floor. We're going to finish on the floor. Okay, we're going to do that combo bent leg to fire hydrant. And on your hands or your elbows. Good. You can stretch back if you need to do a little hip stretching. And we'll do the same thing, other leg. Good. Rest, stretch whatever you need to stretch. And then we're going to go to full donkey kick. So all the way up to the ceiling with that heel, all the way up there. Go. Hopefully that core is tight. All right, rest. Okay, other leg. Good. All right, let's go to the side. We're not going to do outer, we're going to do inner. So inner thigh here or here. Make sure it's inner. And that your foot's not going up to the ceiling, the inner thigh. Ooh, this is getting tiring. Oh, okay. Rest. Other side. Make sure you're breathing. Good. Okay, go flip it back over. Okay, we're gonna do our donkey again and then add a little pulse at the top. Almost done. Keep those hips squared up. Make sure you're not leaning to one side too much. Okay, rest. All right, other leg, add that pulse. All right, we got like 1 minute, so you know I'm gonna use it. Flip it on over. Let's get our reverse. You can bring your feet all the way down or where you feel comfortable. They can just be resting, but think about those lower abs, pulling those knees into the chest. And rest. All right, try to take some time and stretch. It's important. Oh, great job today. See you guys on Zoom on Monday. Have a great weekend.